Here we go.
Thank you very much. So where should I look here? Okay. So I realized that, after a lot of a startup presentation, I am here representing the old economy. So sorry for that. I work for the Alliance. Let me check this. Okay. So the Alliance is Renault, Nissan, Mitsubishi. We sold last year more than 10.5 million cars in the world. We have 10 brands, 3 companies, Renault, Nissan, and Mitsubishi. We work in 200 markets. And we are the world leader in EV sales. We sold more than 500,000 cars on EV. So, as I said, the very old, traditional economy, but that needs to change. So we realized that the startups, they kind of killed some of our business. If you look at the number of the unicorns, if you look at, and that's very interesting for us, and it questions a lot. If you look at the market cap of Tesla, which is bigger than the one of GM, and you realize that it's a very young company, and with not a lot of sales, but still their market cap is bigger than GM. If you look at Uber, bigger than PSA and Ford together, yeah, something really different is happening in this old economy. This is why you see a boom in CVC creation, corporate venture capital creation by multinationals. So the number grew by 8 between 2004 and 2016, and you see here some of the big CVC, of course, SoftBank, but all the big companies, Google, GE, Intel, BMW, Bosch, etc., they have their CVC to invest in this new economy and these words of startups. But I'm here saying things that you know extremely well. So we decided to launch our CVC. This was done at the CES this year in January by my chairman, Carlos Ghosn. And again, the idea is very clear, is we need to bring the new technologies into our company. And these technologies, we will not be able to develop them internally because it will take too long and it will be too expensive. So this is why we need to make this happen. The biggest difficulty that we have is not to make the investment. To create a fund and to make investment is rather easy. Or, of course, you can make wrong investments, but let's say we do the good investments. The most difficult part is how we transfer these technologies into our cars. And there is some difficulty with R&D because, the R&D guys, they say, oh, it was not invented here, so we don't want to talk to startups. So this is what we are trying to do. So we are making the bridge between the startups world and the multinational company. And I don't have time enough, but after we can have some discussion, I can explain how we're going to make this bridge, how we are sure that your technology, if you're a startup, will be implemented, and then you will benefit from the volume that we can offer. 10 million cars per year is not that bad, and we intend to be at 14 million in 5 years' time. So who we are. So we want to be the biggest fund in the industry. We want to go up to 1 billion. So we're a strategic corporate VC. We're not a financial. We're not here to make money. So, of course, when you work with Mr. Ghosn, you're not here to lose money neither. So we're strategic. As I said, we're an off-balance sheet company. We are a separate legal entity and we report directly to Carlos Ghosn. So we have a governance that makes us make quick decisions, reporting directly to him. We have a dedicated investment committee. I have 3 shareholders, Renault, Nissan, and Mitsubishi. For the first year, $200 million equity, and it will be $200 million a year during the plan. We are focus on auto tech and new mobility. Our sweet spot is Series A and B, because early stage, we don't have the team for that. So we are focusing much more on Series A and B, where there is already a prototype or a product, some revenues. This is our focus. We will be located at the same time in France, Japan, due to our mother companies, and in the Silicon Valley. But of course, we are looking at China, Israel, and India in the months to come. We make direct investments in startups, but also we can invest in funds when we feel that we need to learn a market. That's the case in China. In China, we're going to go first through a fund, and then we will learn how to directly invest. And we are supported by a cross-functional team where we have the top guys of open innovation of the 3 companies working for us. They dedicate 20% of their time to our business, and they can also contaminate a little bit their environment, where they are and where they work every day. So this is the way Alliance Venture was built. I'm out, but I think that I'm done. Let me see. Anyway, okay. I think this was my last slide. Thank you very much.
Hey.